Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your mid-September 2017 tarot reading. So, first of all, the first thing that I'm picking up here is this process of aging. This process of aging, and I feel like what it denotes is, the concept of time slipping away. We can't really go back to the past and fix things, and we can't really stop the flow of time, and we're constantly growing and evolving. And I feel like for many of you, this concept of mortality, where did the time go, and what am I doing with my life? And then for others of you, I feel like you're in a career track where you're just like, okay, I'm really financially stable right now, but is there more to this? What else is out there for me? What is my next logical step? Do I want to stay where it's comfortable? And you feel like you're not able to do that. And then for others, it's like you're starting something new. You're starting a new job. You're starting something new. You haven't been there long enough yet. So it might be something that came in very recently. And you're already thinking, what's the next step? 3, 4 years from now, am I still going to be here? What is the next logical step that I need to take? So there are a lot of questions that you have as to, the long-term potential or the long-term feasibility of you staying in a current position or in a current role or in a current job title. So I feel like all of these things are coming into the picture, and you're just like, what is the natural next step? What should I do? And are there things that I can do to set myself up for the future? So you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. And I feel like this is not necessary. You have a tendency to do this. And I feel it's coming in again. So you might want to slow down, enjoy the moment, take it for what it is, and start planning once you have a better idea as to where you need to be. Okay? And then I'm also feeling for many of you, they say that time is going to be very, very limiting. So it could mean like it's very limited. You might not have all the time in the world at your disposal, or you might not have all the time to do all the things that you want to do. I do see a major time crunch when it comes to family and home responsibilities. This is like, home stuff, like the mundane stuff. Keeping your room clean, cleaning the bathroom, cleaning the house, cooking for yourself, all the things that you have to do to stay afloat on a, for self-maintenance on a daily basis. I feel chores are picking picking up dirty dishes in the sink, laundry that needs to be washed, and it's almost like you're coming home from work and you're just like, where did the time go? It was like still daylight, and a few minutes ago. Why is it all dark? Where did the time go? How can I have enough time to maintain everything? So I feel like there is a little bit of a time crunch. Take care of all of your responsibilities, okay? Whenever you find downtime, I feel like it's important to keep yourself motivated, keep yourself active, and especially steer away from wasting a lot of time on social media, on too much on the internet, or too much, with movies and Netflix and things like that. So you have to really prioritize and, designate certain amount of time for certain activities. I feel like some of you are getting carried away with your social media, or even with your connectivity, like too much socializing, too much going out, and not being able to, take care of the things that are really important to maintain your day-to-day operations. And I also feel some of you overestimate the amount of time that you have, and you don't really take care of things in a timely manner. And before you know it, things expire, or things are not, done based on the deadline. Okay. So just be careful about that. Get yourself very grounded, Aquarius, and take care of your practical responsibilities, okay? So I'm feeling for some of you, you have a very, very caring, loving, nurturing partner. They might be a little bit like, I want to say controlling. You hate being controlled, but I feel like you're dating someone, you're attracting somebody that is a little bit on the controlling end. And I feel like it's mild, okay? But I have a partner here that's showing up. I feel like they can be a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, sun, moon, or rising. And then I also feel an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising. And I feel like this person is nurturing. They care about you. And I feel like, it could just be because you're so different from each other. they take care of the practical things, and I feel like from your end those things are not important, and so you don't really take care of those things. So you might be like a mad genius, where your room is really unkempt and it's messy, there's clothes everywhere, there's, like, it's messy, and a certain amount of messiness, it comforts you. If a place is too clean, too barren, too sterile, it makes you a little bit nervous. So I feel like you're with a partner that is very kempt and clean and just, very methodical, and they might see you dashing around, and they worry about you. And I feel like as a result of it, they try to control you. They try to give you advice unsolicited. You should do this, you should do that. And you care about them, you might do it, but I feel like deep down you don't really understand why it's important. And then for others of you, you have somebody that, is really meticulous when it comes to taking care of you. Like, they care about you, they want to make sure you're all right, they feed you, they cook for you and clean for you. And I feel like you need to give this person the proper attention. You also need to give them the proper appreciation, okay? Because all these things are done because they do care about you, and they feel to a certain extent. Some of your partners, Aquarius, feel like you might not be able to take care of yourselves if they're not in the picture. So they take on that role. And I feel like if this energy is unchecked early on in a relationship, it can escalate into a dependency issue. Does that make sense? So they feel like, oh, the Aquarius is so, absent-minded. They can't really take care of themselves. So I'm going to do this. But if you don't check that behavior, if you tell them, I can take care of myself, it's okay, you don't have to do it. I feel like it can create resentment and dependencies in the future. So just keep that in mind. I feel like something is, if you're getting these little early warning signs in a new relationship, you need to hash things out before they exacerbate, okay? But either way, you have a really caring, loving relationship partner, and I feel that they want the best for you, and they're going above and beyond, and they might even overextend a little bit to take care of you. In the work sector, there is a little bit of a slowdown, okay? So this is the next 2 weeks. If you are working on a commission, on a client basis, there is a little bit of a slowdown. And not to worry, it's going to start to pick up. It's going to be okay. I feel like many of you are thinking about or have started a new job. If you have started a new job, work hard at it, okay? But don't let it get to you. So I feel like you're keeping a lot of technical information in your mind. You have like a gazillion things that are on your table that you need to take care of. And then people are coming to you with more questions. So it feels like there's a lot of people coming left and right, asking you a lot of things while you're trying to sort one thing out and be done with it. So when you work, you tend to like to just, get one thing done and move on to the next. But I feel like you're being hit left and right with a lot of responsibilities and a lot of obligations. And so telling somebody, I'll come back to you later, that's the right thing to do, okay? Don't let them interfere with your space, and don't let them invade your space, especially if what they have to say is not important. So tell them, I'll get back to you later. I'm working on something else right now. It is within your rights, no matter who it is. It is within your right to say that. So don't feel like you have to be pressured into doing anything, okay? Don't feel like, oh, I have to be diplomatic, or I have to learn to multitask. In a way, we do have to learn different skills in different work environment, but if something can wait, it's within your right to tell that person, I'll get back to you, okay? The other thing I'm sensing as well is they say, like, in the work situation, it's almost like trade-offs in the work situation. So it's like, on the one hand, I got this, it's stable, but is it really the work? Is it really interesting long-term? And then for others of you dealing with a work situation that is very dynamic, but it doesn't have that long-term sustainability, like that long-term potential with it. And then for others of you, there's a trade-off. It's like, you can't have it all. You have to do this, or you have to sacrifice this. And you're just like, I am at a point where I want it all. Why can't it just work out, in neat little packages the way that I anticipate? Let this energy pass. There will be a lot more clarity, I feel, coming in towards the October timeframe, when we shift into the sign of Libra. I feel like that's when the pros and cons aren't going to feel as drastic, aren't going to feel as you know, life or death. Okay, so I feel like you're a little bit frustrated because the way you envision things are not panning out. It's like in reality, it's not panning out exactly the way that you envision. So when things don't meet expectations or don't meet reality, I feel like you get very frustrated. And so they're saying, work with this energy, wait for it to kind of like play itself out before you form an opinion in your mind as to whether you absolutely love it or you absolutely hate it. If you form your opinion too prematurely, as a fixed sign, it's really hard for you to rescind that statement, right? So wait for things to kind of play out a little bit to see how you feel, and keep yourself a little bit more flexible, okay, Aquarius, because I feel like you can get a little bit too worked up for the next 2 weeks, and you might, I feel like the energy is internal though. You might beat yourself up over things that you can't control. So ease up on this energy, okay? Just know that you're doing things to the best of your capabilities. Just know that things do happen the way that they should, and let things play out, and being flexible, I feel like that's going to be in your best interest either way. Okay. So I wish you the best. Don't wear yourself out. Take care of yourself, and tell other people to take a hike. Honestly, tell other people you get back to them. Tell other people to resolve things on their own. Don't take on other people's burdens. Okay. So I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.